So there's a weight attached to a spring, and you know that at 1.1 seconds the spring is at its highest point at 1 meter. So this is our height and this is our time. And after 1.3 seconds from that 1.1, so at 2.4 seconds, it's at its lowest point, which is 0.5. So it's going from 1 to 0.5, and it says that it's in simple harmonic motion, which means that it's following sine or cosine. It's moving sinusoidally, so that we know after an additional 1.3 seconds, or at 3.7 seconds, we're going to get back up to that height of 1. And we're going to follow a cosine graph. So the first question says, sketch a portion, or sketch the graph. So here we have a sketch. We just need to label the max, min, and other max, and show that it's sinusoidal. And then it says find an equation for the height as a function of time. Well, it's usually, I think it's easier to use a cosine graph because we just need to think about shifting this max point over to get it to where cosine should be. So let's say we've got cosine. We need to first find the amplitude. Well, our amplitude is half the distance from the max to the min. So half of that distance is 0.25. And then we need to find our b value. Well, our b value is 2 pi over our period. And our period is 1.1 to 3.7 seconds, the time it takes to go from our height from one place to the exact same place to do one full revolution. So that would be 2.6. And then we have x minus, and what goes here is how much we've shifted. So we've shifted to the right by 1.1. So we need to shift this 1.1 back. So minus 1.1. And then our midline is going to be halfway in between 0.5 and 1. So our midline's at 0.75. So it's been lifted up 0.75. So plus 0.75. And there's an equation for our cosine graph. The next question asks, find the intervals when the mass is above 0.8 meters. So for this, I just put this into y1 and into y2 in my graphing calculator. I put 0.8, and this is 0.8. And I found all the times for when my function was above that line, using the intersection feature of the calculator, which I think people are all familiar with. So for number C, we get that from 0.533, where these are our x values, to 1.67. So during these times, we're above 0.8 meters. Union, so including 3.13 to 4.27. And that's, these are the times for which I am above 0.8 meters. And for the last question, question D, it's asking when, what is my height after 4 seconds? So for part D, it says at t equals 4 seconds, find the height. So we just put 4 seconds into our equation, and we get our height at 4 seconds equals 0.937.